and then
Go inside. Yeah. Go inside. Go inside.
and then no
I'm
time.
gonna take the phone away if you don't go.
And this is from to the treasure
Go.
chest.
That's cool. Well, hopefully you get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, go inside.
And this
That's
is
it. Go.
this is my domophone. Bye.
Bye. Peace.
All right, looks like we're live. Live and direct. Here it is.
Where's Lego? Oh, there.
Let me let him in.
Hold on. We can't go live yet.
Live. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, Sasha.
Live from New York.
I lost the ability to let him in. Where is it?
Job, guy.
I'm gonna show all of my notes.
Live from Orange County.
Live from Orange County, Florida.
Oh my God, I've got the best story. Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti's story about Orange County, Florida.
Please tell me someone with bath salts.
There it is. All right, he's back.
No, so we signed, yeah, that's the one we're doing a signing for them for Harley Quinn. I don't remember what issue it was. And they set it all up. They're coming out. We're doing a signing. We ordered a bunch of books and this, that, and the other. And the next thing you know, they're like, so where are we supposed to meet at? Where's your Fat Collectibles at? And they're like, oh, it's, Orange County, California. They're like, California? We're in Florida. They're like,
Shut up. Are you serious?
So good, because they live in Florida. I think, well, at the time they did. I don't know if they still do, but at the time they did. That's why they set up the signing for it. And then come to find, and there's an Orange County, Florida, and that's where they thought it was at, not Orange County, California. It was great.
Wow.
But it was for his. It was his the big con job. That's what it was for. It was for the big con copies.
Hey, Liz, you didn't restart, did you?
Oh God, yeah, I did.
You did?
Close any other apps you have open.
Is it really bad?
Just close any apps you have. That'll help.
No, that's just me talking.
Yeah.
That's how it normally is.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll restart it again. So go restart it. Then you hit leave me.
I got it. All right, now that they're gone, the real show can begin.
How you guys doing? That was a cool movie the other night, huh?
Yeah, it was. It was good going out and hanging out and seeing everybody and shooting the shit for a few.
It was. You guys aren't going to get me to agree that cancel culture is good, though.
Cancel culture is just another thing, another word for boycott. We boycott stuff all the time. It's just it got a new name to it.
It just depends on how you want it to be treated. Like if you truly want to boycott something, you'll use the correct term. But whenever there's some kind of benefit to one party, they'll say cancel with the expectation that a certain group of individuals will be triggered enough to support it, to get something out of it.
I think one side cries and people overreact.
They both cry.
I think they're all big fucking crybabies.
They're all crying.
You're only taking half of what I said.
Suck it.
You're only taking half of what I said. One side cries and people overreact to it.
They're all crybabies.
Everybody crybaby.
The other side, everybody's not overreacting to the other side anymore.
It's all the same.
When Uncle Jethro's on his porch with his Confederate flag, people don't take him seriously. He's crying, but most people are like, that guy's an old idiot.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're back.
Are they back on? Nice shirt, dude.
Culture Christians.
John Steiner. John's right.
In the
when
80s.
cancel culture was by Christians after D&D in the 80s, he's totally right. It doesn't have to be a left way or a right way. But whatever. It's all good. Let's talk about some fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
Hey, well, hold on. I was watching.
You did that
Over,
perfectly.
Josh. You should have been in for it, but sorry. Move on.
So Godzilla versus Kong.
I got a parting shot. Cancel culture is okay if your standard is true. Otherwise, it's bullshit.
So Godzilla versus Kong.
Cancel it.
No, it was good. I liked it.
Dude, I liked being in the movie theater again. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Being able to feel the base of the things happening inside, yeah, it's good. For sure. And there's certain movies you need to see in the theater. This is totally one of them.
This
You're
was
not gonna
one of
catch
them.
that kaiju scale on your tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we watched it. We watched the movie on our phone, on my phone. And it was still really good, but I know we missed a bunch of stuff. I know we did.
Oh, definitely.
Did you catch the
It was
popcorn?
it was a fun one. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Surprise. Hey, wait, we're not allowed to review this movie yet.
We're not on late to the party.
You can
We
rate
can
it
review it
without
now.
doing
Oh, that's
spoilers.
true.
Yeah, this will be on time to the party.
This is 5 minutes early.
Yeah, this is you get there and help them set up.
That's always the worst.
Yeah, well, what the heck are you doing showing up 5 minutes before I told you to?
Man, the story of the night, for like Josh and Liz weren't able to go because it was a thing that we were invited to. That wasn't really a thing that we can invite other people to because we were invited there ourselves. But Lego's gonna go. We went to Miles and I went to my work, and we were gonna go from there to the spot because it's like in that area. But Dave lives at my house here, and Dave was going, so I ended up having to, and I had Miles with me. But I forgot when I was at my work with Miles with me, like, oh shoot, we gotta go get Dave still. So my whole shortcut didn't work out. So I hit up the caveman, and Lego was gonna go pick Dave up. But on Lego's way to pick up Dave, he got a flat tire.
As soon as I hit the freeway.
Wow.
No, that's not it. So then I get to drive to pick up Dave, and I'm on the freeway, and I hit some debris in the carpool lane and totally blew out my tire too. So
That was a sign not to take Dave, dude.
the thing is with COVID, Josh, you'll love this. With COVID, you can't ride in the car of the tow truck people anymore. So I had to have somebody pick us up. So I called Dave, and Dave grabbed one of my other 5 cars and picked us up from the side of the road with the tow truck. And then we towed the car to America's Tires and left it in the parking lot for 2 days until they opened again today. And then I got the tire fixed this morning. Oh, America's Tires, awesome. $14. Got my tire for $15. Just the price to renew the warranty. So if it happens again, I'm golden.
Hey, Costco's better. It's $10.
Is it $10?
I paid $14 for mine today. So
yeah, but it was sketch. Hey, you want? Hey, I can do it. I can give you a new one for 14. No, just fix that one. No, look, it's real. I'm like, hey, dude, don't buy anything from that shop, bro. Just get it fixed.
Let's go back to Godzilla real quick. So
yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown's dad lost a lot of his pull between movies, huh?
Useless.
Man, he like lost all his class. He was totally replaced by True Blood.
Yeah. And did anybody else notice that the fat kid from Deadpool 2 was her like kid? Boyfriend or something?
Yeah, that's
kid?
Yeah.
No, that was the kid from Stranger Things, dude.
The other one.
That was the little pyro kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember leaning over to Lego and asking him, I'm like, that's the kid from Deadpool 2, right? Like, I'm not mistaken. He says, yeah.
Fun
Yeah.
movie. Good
It was
sound,
great.
good effects. I think that I always want to see less people and more kaiju fighting.
Yes.
But this
They
movie
listen.
wasn't too heavy on the people, so I did like that. I watched
It
King
wasn't.
of the Monsters with Gwen yesterday, just so that she could have a frame of reference to watch the other one that we watched earlier today. And she thought that the first one had a lot more talking, so it works out nicely.
Well, they were still
They
setting
did.
stuff up. They were still setting
Yeah.
up like certain things, so you had to get a lot of the background story and how things are and why they're still around and this and that and the other. I mean, so they had to have more talking then. Now it's like, okay, we know who these guys are, then let's put them in a fight.
I like that they stole elements or borrowed or paid homage, however you want to see it, to Pacific Rim. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that on the Mecha Godzilla. There was a lot of pieces. I'm like, I think I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like the Hollow Earth theory thing, or that was pretty cool.
It's more real than Flat Earth.
That's for sure. I almost said Middle Earth. It's like, where's Gandalf? Yeah, that was cool. I feel like that's going to definitely open it up for more kaijus. That it's like Liz said, they still set it up and they still did a great job. And not so much this, more this. And I loved it. They gave the monsters the screen time they deserved. And I feel like they actually listened to the fans, which is one. I think Godzilla is one of those. Now that I've watched more of them, because I realize they're on HBO, they actually listen to the fans, and they just go balls to the wall all the time, man. Like, it's awesome watching the old ones and seeing all the different kaijus that they came up with: the King Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan. The Mecha Godzilla idea, the Mecha King Ghidorah Godzilla. It's awesome. Space Godzilla. It's all over, man. It's so much fun to watch.
Oh, what's up, Godzuki? Hello.
Huh?
We got asked, out of all the Godzilla movies, which would you recommend for a movie night with 2 13-year-olds and 1 9-year-old?
Shin Godzilla. No, maybe not Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is really good, by the way.
These modern ones are dope.
Yeah, the
Shin
modern
Godzilla is great. If you haven't had a chance to watch Shin Godzilla, that one's really, really good.
You guys remember the Godzilla cartoon in the 80s? Those of you who were at least born in the 80s?
Yeah.
There was one in the 90s too.
Oh my gosh.
There
I
was
think
yeah.
the current run of movies, the first Godzilla movie, I think is a pretty good start. It'll kind of catch you up on the flavor for this particular universe for Godzilla, and I think it's probably the best one so far.
Yeah, my 7-year-old liked it. Grayson loved the first one, the Godzilla. So now I'm gonna show him King of Monsters.
Nice. Yeah, some of the older ones, they're a lot of fun, but there's also some problems with just that old movies. It's going to be hard to hold the young audience. So
Spaceship with the hand holding it.
Yeah, this one.
Effect.
These new ones have big explosions and the explosions just going crazy and everybody's just running for their lives. So that's perfect.
Yeah,
definitely.
but you still have to show them the what is it, the Matthew Broderick Godzilla 2, so they can really appreciate.
No. Do not do that.
That's a horrible one.
Save yourself the trouble. It's awful.
Was that your imitation of the Godzilla roar, Josh?
Sorry. No.
Sounds like fucking Grover.
Oh man. But you have to show them what's a good Godzilla movie compared to a bad one. So Matthew Broderick Godzilla has its purpose.
To set the bar low.
Yeah, exactly. This is what we got, okay? The Matthew Broderick Godzilla is the, what is it? Batman and Robin. And then we got like the Dark Knight and Batman Begins and all those.
I'm not even sure Matthew Broderick is a Godzilla movie.
Whatever it is.
It was like Blunt Man and Chronic. It wasn't even Batman and Robin.
But yeah, it was fun times. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm really excited. There is some uncertainty from what I was reading in regards to Legendary and Toho and what they want to do with this license going forward. That's why there was no after credit scenes. The director was very upfront about it. He said he wanted to include something, but the studio pretty much advised him and said, since we don't know what's going to happen, hold off on doing that.
I like that, man. I'm so sick of after credit scenes. I think with the WandaVision, I was like ready to freaking throw my remote at the screen. I almost missed the one right before the finale, and then the finale had like 6. And man, I'm over it. Over these end of credit scenes. Just put it all in the movie or don't.
I want you to see who was the third mixer.
I feel like this is related to Lego's despising of product placement. You know, it's like future film product placement.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. That's pretty on the money. I gotta stretch.
Right now in the comments, Liz has like a whole fan club brewing.
What?
You know, fan club, buddy.
In the
Because
comments.
I'm probably, besides all of your wives, I'm probably the only woman that would put up with most of you. Just kidding. You guys are great.
You love us. What are you talking about, Willis?
somebody mute her.
Somebody mute her. Sit down.
All right, so Lego gave Kong a 10. Let's wrap Kong and Zilla up. Lego gave it a 10. What do you think, Isaac?
I'm gonna give it a 10. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was visually beautiful, and the monster fights were very cool, and it reminded me of like a good box. I'm sad that I didn't do the commentary like we were saying we were gonna do, but all in all, it's a fun movie. So I'm gonna give it a 10 as well.
Jose?
It isn't perfect, but I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And the reason being is because they listened to the fans. They didn't include so much talking. And, you know, I rarely buy movies on DVDs or Blu-ray or anything. And this is going to be, I don't even have the 2014 Godzilla, nor do I have the King of the Monsters. But I am definitely going to buy this one on DVD when it comes out, because I did enjoy it a lot.
What
It was
about
great.
Skull Island?
I don't have that either. But Skull Island does include one of the greatest death scenes of all time, and it's amazing. The guy takes the grenades, and he's like, "Yeah!" And then the Ryan Kaiju just slaps him across the wall, and then it was awesome.
Noise.
Well, I always give big monster movies 10s. I don't care what it is. But this one's good because it expanded a little bit more on all the theories that we just saw, like in the opening scenes where they have all the paperwork and all that. They kind of like lean into it a little bit. So that's kind of nice. I hope they continue to do more. They've met the people from both sides, both Kong and Godzilla crossed at the very end. So that was kind of cool. That hopefully they'll continue with it and continue the mythology for it. So yeah, 10.
Sorry, guys. This one's a 5 for me.
Get on the phone.
Kick 'em.
Mute him.
Having watched the 1954 Godzilla and watching the kind of downward arc of the current run, this movie, the special effects are fantastic. The movie's got plenty of legacy, but everything else about the movie is a mess, frankly. So
it should be noted that the scale for new movies is different than the scale for old movies. We're on time to the party, late to the party is a different scale.
I understand. It's still a 5.
I'm gonna go with an
You didn't
8.
like the Rogue AI? I love that. That was awesome.
Dude, as soon as they turned on the AI, that was so funny. It was like, of course, the AI just blasts them. That was awesome. Spoilers, sorry everyone.
Yeah, and even with the predictable ending, it was still fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think there was a cop out. I'm gonna give it an 8. The cop out was that King Kong and Godzilla, spoiler again, walked off into the sunset holding hands. Like, somebody was supposed to die. In the old one, I think somebody died, so they didn't kill nobody. They took this. Oh, we're gonna make a whole new world, but it's still Earth for Kong, so he could be safe. Like,
That's a safe
somebody
space,
should've died.
man. What's your problem with safe spaces?
See, that's it. You know me. It's lucky it got an 8 with a safe space.
But you never watched the original? Nobody died in that one either.
Technically, Godzilla won that fight because Kong was going to give up and walk away. It wasn't until the little deaf girl saved him. So technically, Godzilla won that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, Godzilla won 100%.
I mean, if you're speaking technically.
So there was a winner.
Technicalities. It's like the justice system. There's technicalities here.
Right. They found the loophole.
Yeah.
Let's see. Marvel Universe says Kong could have killed Godzilla. I don't think he was trying to kill him. I think you got that backwards. Godzilla had his foot dug into his chest and he was on the ground with a busted shoulder and he could have just nuked his face off with his breath, but
yeah,
he kind of let him go. I thought he growled to him like, bruh,
Yeah.
I gotta go kill the robot guy and you're just in the way and you hooked them up with power. He cussed him out in Monster. You know? And that was all the talking we needed in the movie. I didn't need 11 from Stranger Things to explain to me why Godzilla was pissed off at King Kong, but didn't want to kill him, just wanted to kick him around a little bit.
I love the
opinion.
dialogue between them.
Right?
That was great.
They really got into it.
That was total bro talk right there. So I'm better than you. All right, I'll let you take this one. Okay.
They had some chest to chest action at one point. Like what? Swing first.
Right.
Swing first.
Oh, fun times.
It was fun.
All right,
times.
let's see. Staying with the pop culture theme, we're gonna shift over to televised stuff. Did anybody get a chance to watch Invincible this week?
No.
Still no Invincible? Oh man.
No, we were stuck watching New Guy instead.
Oh.
That's another reason I was upset.
Well, since we can't talk about Invincible, we have a little bit of time to kill. What do you want to say about the New Guy, Jose?
Hey, screw that New Guy. Tell him to go back where he came from.
Oh man.
They're gonna have to watch our video and find out what we're saying about him. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a winner. It's a winner. Little people, tubas, and barrels. That's all you need to know.
And
Thank you, Steve. Make Havoc says it's so good. Invincible has been amazing. We're gonna have to have Steve come be a guest host on the show sometime. Maybe I could talk about this freaking awesome show before it's old. And it'd be
how many
like
episodes is it in right now?
It's on like number 4. Number 5 comes out on Fridays, I think. It's good.
All
You
right.
guys are missing out.
All right, I'll try to get caught up.
All right, let's go take a shift away from screen stuff and talk about the pick of the week. What are we looking at this week, guys?
What was the pick of the week? Right behind you, Isaac.
Show it off.
It
Say
was
Bam.
it was Better Ray Bill.
Daniel.
I fucking knew it. Oh my god.
Better Ray Bill with nullified Fing Fang Foom. It's so much better.
Oh man, I didn't call you out on it last week, but it's a Beta Ray Bill #1 by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Thank you, Lego.
Yes.
I'm a little irritated because he corrected Venomized to Nullified, but he refused to correct Beta to Beta.
It was real late, man. I wanted to go home.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we're working on Comic Cave. Probably, at least me. Last week I was working on that till like 2:30 a.m. So
Yeah.
it could be out in the morning for people to see it. I reworked my work schedule so I could actually get some sleep the day of.
Yeah.
That's why you
There's a
are
lot
the
of work that
great.
goes into that. What's that, Josh?
That's why you are the great.
Right.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on with this. We got another show coming out on Saturday. We're going to start talking about a signature verification service for those of you who have books that are previously signed that you got signed maybe before they were slabbing books at all. Maybe only giving out those certificates of authenticity, which can be easily faked. CBCS has that verification service. So I'm going to be starting to send in random books that I got signed and see how they pan out with this service. And I think it's a good for so many people right now are starting to creators are starting to have you pay for them to sign the book and then have to pay more again for you to sign certain books. And then if you're going to take that certain book and have that certain book be graded, you have to pay even more. So it's like you might as well start buying these things on eBay because you're paying the fully marked up price of all. You're not saving any money by doing the work yourself to get the book. But
Yeah.
I think with this service, it's verified by the guys at Beckett who verified, Babe Ruth baseballs and all that kind of stuff. And you can get your book signed probably for free. Send it off to these cats, and I'm going to be talking about the membership service, how much each of them, how much it runs to do it. So if somebody's interested in doing this type of deal with their books, then they can do it right now. The reason why I'm doing it is because honestly, the comics are so freaking expensive right now, and I have a whole bunch of old ones that are keys that I had gotten signed or that I want to get graded. I'm not trying to really buy any new books right now, as far as other than new ones to read. So, what better way to keep on collecting than to just upgrade the collection I have already? So that's what I'm working on, and I figured I can use it to show people what's going on with that service. See,
Yeah.
Lewis got comics signed by Michael Turner, Tyrese Gibson, man, James Lewis. He was talking in the union about whether or not we should get CGC to witness if Johnny Depp signs your 21 Jump Street comic.
They did
What?
a comic for 21 Jump Street.
I'm being facetious, but let's see.
Oh.
Tyrese Gibson signed his comic. Nicolas Cage autograph. He doesn't care. He'll have anybody read his stuff. Kitty K doesn't have any comics. I wish Kitty K had some comics, man.
Mhm.
She can watch more than just Late to the Party. She can watch Comic Cave too. You got to give her
Watch
some comics, Isaac.
They're mine.
All right. Nobody has anything to say about that service. That's great. That means that we take that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's actually a really great idea what you're thinking, because the prices are becoming outrageous. I get that the artist got to eat. I totally respect that, but I ain't trying to pay no $100 to get a book signed and the permission to go and get it CGC'd. It's like, all right, man, if you're charging me $20 for a signature, here's a 20, and then I'll pay a separate service to authenticate it for me, which will probably end up being cheaper than for the permission to go and get it CGC'd. It's like, oh, I'm paying you for the permission to do something that, yeah, okay, cool. CGC's at fault for allowing that to happen too. Like,
yeah. But I've also seen that they might even be raising their prices higher on CGC because there's been such a demand for it lately. I can't imagine that it would be worth it in a lot of cases to get these books CGC'd, but
I think it's because people are just CGCing any random book, so they're starting to fall behind, and it's just the nature of the beast. But it's not, grading isn't for everybody. I don't know. There's just been this thing. I don't know. I've always been kind of anti-grading, but the more I look at some of the books I have, the more I kind of want to get them graded just to keep them safe. It isn't even for resale purposes, just to make sure that they're protected. So
that's the biggest reason for me. I've even got, well, let's see. We'll let that segue into the keys. My first key, X-Men number 58, first appearance of Havoc, signed by Ian Adams. Then I've got this great book, X-Men 49. This is let's see, first appearance of Polaris, signed by Steranko, and it says to Nathan on it. If I cared that much about making it be worth it, I wouldn't have it say to Nathan on it. And then more modern, Spawn number 1. I know you guys are cave guys are always talking about Spawn. I know we're launching the Spawn verse, so I brought.
Man, 9.8. That's awesome.
Spawn number 1. Anybody else bring any keys? Got any key games? Is there a key football shelf?
I got Flower Garden number 3, which is the first appearance of Peppa Pig. Back in 2001. So, yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah, find a Flower Garden number 3 with first appearance of Peppa Pig. I dare you.
I've got Amazing Spider-Man 194. First Black Cat.
Nice.
And then I've got Incredible Hulk 271.
Ooh, Rocket Raccoon.
And those are my keys for the week.
Bringing the fire out today, Isaac.
No, he's just cleaning his room.
Swinging for the fences.
You sure?
Here comes.
I don't have any
Soul
keys.
Dude Joe.
Keys.
I got some
keys.
No.
I actually like to read my books, so this is a key for me. This is Ruins by Peter Cooper. It's a nice big hardcover.
And he signed it, right?
Heck yeah, he did. He signed it and did a little sketch in there for me. Cool. He like rocks these colored pencils. They're so sick. Yeah. But this is a key book for me. I really enjoyed reading it, and it's always super nice to meet him at Comic-Con every year. So hang out with him for a bit, and that was sorely missed this year. So,
dude, if anybody has never had the chance to meet Peter Cooper or read any of his work, do yourself a favor and pick it up. He's one of the most underrated cartoonists. Dude, Alan Moore is a huge fan of his. Like, Alan Moore actually really digs his work, and he's done a lot of work on Spy vs. Spy and other stuff. But
you guys
yeah,
actually
he's
did a
awesome.
show.
He's phenomenal.
If you guys are interested in Peter Cooper, look for some Quarantine Cave. These guys did like a special on Peter Cooper during the time when we couldn't pick up any books and all the comic shops were on lockdown. So they go into it pretty deeply there.
Definitely. So may not be the most valuable book or a key issue, but for me, valuable.
Right. If Dracula's Lair works, then that works.
Hell yeah.
That's Fury of Dracula, Nate. Fury of Dracula.
Sorry.
All right. Here's another key for y'all. I know it's traditionally thought that us rednecks are really into racing, so I thought I would pick up this game. This is called Downforce. It's a game about Formula One racing, and it's surprisingly entertaining. As with a lot of modern games, it has a couple of expansions, which adds additional racetracks. And the point of the game is that each player plays like a car owner, and you have to make the most millions off of the race itself. But every time that you take a move in this game, you're also helping out the other players. So there's some strategy that's involved in trying to make sure that your car is the one that, you know, crosses the finish line ahead of the others. But it's highly entertaining. It's pretty fast paced, and you can play with up to, I think, 8 people. So there's a lot of room to get the whole family involved. But this is one of those games where it meets all the criteria again. Remember, the criteria is, first of all, it has to have an entertaining concept. Now, racing, maybe not entertaining for everybody else, but for us white folks, it's great. It's got great maps. I don't know if you can see the racetrack that's on there, but that's just one of them. I have all the expansions, so there's like 8 tracks. And weight is a sign of reliability. So, highly recommend Downforce.
So
I'd be down to play that, but you'd have to have like music playing from the background from like Dukes of Hazzard, like some banjo shit, like.
No.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, you got to have the music from Talladega Nights.
There you go,
dude.
And
I
unlike
can't
way to hell.
So AC/DC.
Yeah.
Are you gonna wear your wig if we play?
No,
I don't gotta. Oh, Josh's wig. Yeah.
Just the mullet.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Pull it.
Dude, I'll let my hair down. We can rock it.
Please don't.
I don't have any keys. Mine's all art. I found a whole bunch of my art pieces that I collected over the years, so I don't have any keys.
We'll transition to art in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see, Arnold.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Nice.
man.
I'll play with that game with you, brother. That's what I'm playing. Maybe make some moonshine in the back during intermission. Know what I'm saying?
No, we'll bring some of that for you.
Yeah, I had some moonshine
We
yesterday.
got moonshine for you.
And when they run out, they drink antifreeze.
All right.
That's the job done.
Smells like pancakes.
That was fun getting through the key books. Let's transition into that Loki trailer from this week. What do you got, Jose?
Loki.
There was a trailer. Next.
There was a trailer, and Owen Wilson didn't say "wow." Nonsense. I was very disappointed in that trailer. Spoiler alerts. He doesn't say "wow." So that was disappointing. I like that. What are they calling him? A variant?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Dude, it looks so good. I think visually the Thor movies have always been like visually stunning. You know, even though they weren't, you know, the Dark World wasn't, you know, the best, you know, for X amount of reasons, but it was still visually, it was still great. And they've always kind of hit it out of the park on Thor movies. So I feel like this is just an extension of that particular universe, obviously with Loki. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it, man. Because I like that they found a loophole to keep him alive, and obviously he's not the same. I think there's that argument in the trailer already that it's like he says he's enough of the original Loki, so we'll see. So maybe this is how they're gonna transition to make him a good guy. Who knows? There's a lot of possibilities, and it's just like the different streams in the timeline. They're going to be able to go so many different ways, and I enjoy that. I like that it's like they're policing him, following him around, like, sign this. This is everything you've said. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Sign this one too.
The crazy thing that I saw from that was that if you remember where that Loki's coming from, he's coming from right after he got his butt kicked on Avengers Tower at that first movie, when Hulk calls him a puny god, and he's downstairs in the lobby, and that's when he grabs that Tesseract and goes out of time. So this version of Loki did not get the entire redemption character arc that his real character did after that. So he's still a freshly vengeful asshole right after he lost. Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy because as it is the same guy, and there's not that much time missing from where he is now versus where he ends up dying. So much change happens in him as a character that totally they hit the reset button on it. And he is a good character. Josh was saying a couple weeks ago how they keep on using Loki over and over again. And I think it's because there's like a fuzzy line between him being a character or a good guy and a bad guy. And because he skirts that line well, he's one of those people that you're able to, in comic book movies, they usually just kill the bad guy off every time. Whereas in comic books, the bad guys are always around still in some capacity. So I think Loki's a good reason, or at least the one thing in comics where they didn't just kill him, they're able to still have him around being the god of mischief. He's holding his thing together. So I think they did a good job with him in the universe for sure.
Yeah, dude. As soon as I realized that it's going to be Loki 2099 Time Cop, I was fucking sold. I'm sold, dude. Time Cop Loki, sign me up. I'm there. So this was one of the only trailers I watched. I usually don't watch trailers. Yeah. I was stoked on this. It's going to be cool.
I like the whole, like, why don't you trust me? Because you've literally stabbed 50 people in the back.
Right? But I won't do it again.
I feel like it's gonna have that right amount of comedy. It's gonna be great.
Definitely.
All right, let's see. Dune.
Ooh, why'd you get Lego Man?
Well, here we go. So as soon as HBO announced that they were going to release Dune streaming service, no movie theater, Denis Villeneuve, the director, was very upset, took to the internet forums to say that shouldn't happen. And I'm just curious to see what happens now that we've seen Godzilla versus Kong come out on the streaming service, and it had a really, really solid weekend in the movie theaters. They did the simultaneous release, and I think you can make a case for that being a really solid move moving forward. I don't know if it's just because it's one of the first movies to actually come out in the theaters.
It's a good movie. I mean, Wonder Woman came out in that capacity. I mean, California wasn't open for it, but a lot of the states were open for Wonder Woman in the same capacity. And just the word of mouth wasn't very wonderful. Like Kong and Godzilla, it's got a broad appeal, and we all liked it. So
definitely. I haven't seen Dune yet, so I can't really comment on the quality of it, But I think it makes sense to do the simultaneous release.
Well, I feel it really takes away from the piracy, and the company will still get some money for the subscriptions for that, opposed to it just being in theaters and somebody just shooting it and it going straight to somebody's house for $3 on the street, opposed to HBO making their money and Legendary. I'm pretty sure everybody gets their cut. off the
And
streaming
it
service.
helps.
People
It
will
helps the
go
movie theaters.
like how it looks visually on the TV. It's like, hey, I think I like this movie. I want to go watch it in theaters now because I wonder how it'll look even better, because that's how Kong and Godzilla looked. It looked way better in the theaters than it did at home, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie has a kind of spectacle that you want to have that base. Some of us have bigger TVs and more stereos than other people. We might be able to pull it off a little bit better, but better than other people. But you're not going to pull it off better than the movie theater. Like, when you're in the movie theater and Kong's coming and you can feel the ground shaking, they can do a decent job of making the movie theater shake. And I don't know that you get that at home.
Yeah.
It might be interesting to see how movie theaters now make it more of an experience to go. Before, that was the only way you could go for the most part to see movies. Now it's streaming, you can sit at home. Now they can potentially make this more of a, like a movie experience. You're going to see probably more 3D movies. You're going to probably see more bundles. If you're going to have to pay $25, but you also get your drink and your popcorn and all that stuff included.
My popcorn was only $6.75 and I got large. I was like, what? This is great. It's like the 80s.
Hey, was it just me? Because I think, what did I get? Nachos, a hot dog, a drink, candy, and it came out to like $19. I'm like, was it just me or did they drop their prices?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I remember spending like $30 for 2 items, and
yeah, I was
really
like, what? I wasn't gonna correct them. I was just like, all right, $19, bye.
Yeah, it was less than $7 for my large popcorn. It hasn't been like that since my mom gave me $10 to see the movies.
Well, it'll be interesting too to see if prices for movies come down because of the streaming service stuff too. Like, instead of spending $15 or $20 to see the movie itself, and then not including concessions, but it'll be interesting to see if movie prices come down. Because not as many, they can't put as many people, well, at least here, they can't put as many people in the theaters, and they have to hopefully draw people back in again. So the prices might come down too.
Well, I think it's a great idea, like what you're saying, Liz, to drop the prices in the movie tickets, but also continue to offer private viewings for people, 20 people and up. I thought that was great. I enjoyed watching it with all my buddies, and what was it, like 120? It was like $8 each. It was not bad at all, and it was a great experience. It's one of those where it's like you get the guys, you get the whole gang together. You buy a private theater, you rent out a private theater. That's awesome. That's like a great experience right there in itself.
Yeah.
We
ended up paying less and we had a better experience. There was no kids crying or people kicking my chair or anything like that. It was fantastic. So can't recommend the private screenings enough.
Yeah. And it's for those people, like the ones that are still worried about, being around, people they don't know. I mean, like this one, we knew everybody. So it was awesome. And like I said, just keep them both, offer the private screenings to some people, offer individual movie tickets to others. And I think that's just a great way to go about it. I think we were already talking about which is going to be the next one we're going to go see. It was that great of an experience to have your own theater. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah, and the theater wasn't that big either. Like, if it's not pandemic times, I can see filling up a theater like that, like with just, friends and family and just having it be like a thing. I think that doing it in this way, like having it go from some kind of a thing where they try to keep everybody separated to using this thing that we couldn't do to come together. I think it's dope.
I like that. Well,
and the popcorn prices too, man. All right, so since we're on movies, let's pick some movies for the wheel. We're gonna go with all of the people who are on the show right now. Those of you watching along, you can comment, and we'll check your guys' comments out when we get a couple of our own on the wheel here. I'm gonna go with Ong Bak.
Shocking.
On that.
Bok choy.
How do you spell that?
ONG BAK.
You forgot the accent.
All right, what do you got, Isaac?
A Quiet Place? I don't think that's 10 years old, Isaac.
Pick somebody else right now. I'm not ready for my pick.
Lego.
We're gonna do Princess Mononoke.
That's awesome. It's on HBO still.
Hell yeah.
Animated.
Mononucleosis?
That's right.
The kissing movie?
Yeah.
Is it mono?
Mononoke.
Faux when
Princess Mono ...
Sounds good. You got it.
All right, Jose.
Put Amores Perros. I'm gonna put some respect on Alejandro Naretu's name.
Could I have access to this movie?
Yeah.
El HBO?
No, Televisa. Televisa Plus.
Do I have to go to the laundromat to watch that?
No, you can come to my house. You can come to my house. I have Televisa Plus.
Mas. All right.
It's a monthly subscription, but you can only pay in pesos.
Okay. For reals?
No, fool.
I know they're coming up, man.
I just made Televisa like millions of dollars, and they don't even realize it. They
All
own
12
everything.
of our viewers
Chavo
are going to
del
bum rush
Ocho,
their site.
Chapulín Colorado, they own everything. They freaking got it. You're welcome, Televisa.
All right. Amores Pedos, the farts of love. You got it. We'll
Disrespecting Alejandro Naretu. He helped get your boy Leo an Oscar.
Who's my boy Leo? Are you talking about when he did that bear movie?
Yeah. That was a real bear.
Josh, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with something classic. I want to do the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston.
Great movie.
Jose's looking forward to it.
I saw it on DVD at Walmart yesterday, so that one might be reviewed at Walmart.com.
This might be Josh's way of getting the 10 Commandments tattooed onto him.
And if it's Charlton Heston's face next to it, I'm down.
With the smiley face?
Isn't one of the commandments don't get tattooed?
No.
No, that's just one of the rules.
You're gonna get just that commandment.
No, that's just in the book
Thou
of
shalt
Filipinos.
not get tattoos. Tattooed. Love
That
it.
was on the third tablet that slipped out of his hands. When he was pulling out the mouse.
All right, Liz. What do you got, Liz?
I got Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's a nice one.
That is a good one. The best interpretation of the 10 Commandments has to be that Simpsons episode. Oh my God, this guy's so preachy. How are you doing, Alan the Adulterer? Oh, Homer the Thief. How are you?
All right, Isaac.
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Young Mila Jovovich. Okay.
Good job.
You be keeping track of the people,
No.
Isaac? All right. Let's go back and look through.
I'll go back.
He does sometimes. Clash of the Titans, 1981.
So
a good one.
a bunch of
That's a good
movies
one.
have been changed by everybody. So I'm gonna go with then.
You're gonna go with the recent ones?
Yeah, because a few of these cats have changed their moves like 3 different times. So from Bree, we've got Clash of the Titans, 1981.
That's a good one.
From Kitty K, we've got Exorcist.
Ooh.
From John, we got Spinal Tap.
I've been wanting to see that.
This is Spinal Tap. That's the name of the movie.
I've been wanting to watch that ever since these dudes told me about it in the garage like years ago.
Oh my God, there's a classic. You thought the 10 Commandments was a classic.
And then we also
Duck
got
Soup.
Fight Club from Israel.
What is it?
Fight Club.
Fight Club?
That one's come up a few times.
There's Duck Soup from James Lewis.
What?
Soup.
Duck
What is
soup, and I don't want to drink it, so I'm not gonna put that on there.
And it's
Ducks.
a black and white one. Yeah, that's the Marx Brothers.
You know what? Yeah, I'm with Isaac. Sorry, James Lewis.
What?
Pick something else.
What?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me watch babies and heroin shooting up and dogs.
That's
you
the
know,
whole point, though,
can't
Liz.
watch them.
That's why we're throwing some out. We talked about it, and we want to make sure that we have a good time too.
I think I
The new
would
guy
go back
killed
to
us.
last week where it was
Hey,
like,
spoiler
sorry,
alert
this is gonna
for
be
our
some
late to the
that are
party.
gonna
The
be-
new guy sucked.
That was the hardest 10 minutes. Like, I think it was going to be a 2-minute review, and we stretched it to 10 minutes somehow.
We were pulling
It's
on
gonna-
that one.
It's going to be 15 minutes once Nate puts in the bikini scenes with Eliza Dushku. Gonna stretch that out.
And then Swimming with Sharks.
Is that a
Who's that from?
documentary?
I have no idea what it's about.
Shark Week. Raw.
Those titles can be tricky, dude. I remember renting To Kill a Mockingbird. It didn't teach me a single thing on how to kill a bird.
False advertisement.
Yeah. All it did was teach me to not judge a man by the color of his skin, but what? I don't know. Swimming with sharks is going to be some weirdo, like.
All right, James Lewis has got Eyes Wide Shut coming to the
Oh man.
Oh, another. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Can we do duck soup instead, please?
What is duck soup?
We have families, man.
Don't make me pull out Battlefield Earth. I will do it. I will do
Put
it.
duck soup on there, dude.
Why would you do that to me?
Put duck soup.
Duck
He's
soup.
serious.
Duck soup.
Josh takes it too far sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? I do have to say that sometimes when I think about this show that we do and I go back and I watch it, there's a part of me that regrets breaking Lego with The Last Airbender. I really feel bad about that. He used to be so happy and positive. Now he
He
hates
has them
it.
in the same
Up.
sense. We still got 3 slots to go, but we'll do that towards the end
You-
of the
you
show.
put,
We still got a
you
couple more
put all
things to
the-
talk about.
Shows.
Say what?
You put all the movies up?
We got 3 slots left. We'll save them to the end. Keep everybody in suspense to spin the wheel of misfortune. Let's see. What have we not talked about?
Did you guys like Bucky and the Winter Soldier this weekend?
Yes.
Bucky and the Winter Soldier, isn't that the same guy?
Oh, sorry. Falcon. Sorry.
I thought you just read To Kill a Mockingbird, and here you are bouncing the black guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I love how it became the Fast and the Furious real quick. I was like, what am I watching? They transitioned from they I don't know, man. That transition was done pretty damn well, if you ask me.
I liked it. I thought it was solid.
Like the fact that Zemo all of a sudden has money. Like, how did you guys? Like, I have to ask, how did you guys feel about that? Like that twist that Zemo's actually got money.
He is a baron.
Aaron,
No, I know, but like wasn't like his whole thing in Age of Ultron that he was living in the village or in that little town with his family, and like that's why he wants revenge.
No. He just said that a building got dropped on his family. He didn't say anything about where they were living.
Oh, okay. And see, I had that in my mind, and I was like, wait a minute, wasn't he talking about how like, yeah, they were living in it? But I had to go back and watch, and I didn't have time. I had to watch the new guy.
The new guy was only an hour.
Oh man. No, you know what? I didn't mind it at all, but then again, I'm an old school Captain America fan. So when they're giving Zemo more of his backstory that's in line with where the comic book was, I was okay with it. I'm actually relatively pleased with the show on almost every level, which is saying something. So
yeah.
Can we talk about how the actor that plays the new Captain America is getting death threats now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's getting death threats via, of course it's all social media, so everybody talks a big talk, but he's starting to get death threats because people just don't like him as Captain America. They don't like that character anymore because of him. And it's like, that's good. That means he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, that's
fantastic.
The whole point is for us to want to have Rogers back, right?
Yeah.
Well, and that was my thing. I was wondering what your guys' take on John Walker was, just like as a whole.
He's great. He's killing it. He's doing a great job in that role.
As far as the character goes, I mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's as far as the character goes, I don't see any flaws in how he's portraying it, or he hasn't done anything that I feel would fall outside of the John Walker character. So I think they're staying pretty good with the direction on it. You can see how there could be a little bit of unhingement capabilities under the surface, but it's not quite out there yet.
Yeah. I would have just hoped that this would have gotten people to read more about U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was hoping for. Like if people really dislike a character, it's like, all right, find out its origin. Like I would like for people to read more of the comics to really grasp it. And that's why my hope is when they do these shows really well, people do go back and because I've had people asking, what Wanda, what Vision comics are out there. Some people were asking what U.S. Agent, and I'm not too, I'm not too familiar with the comics origins. Like I don't know what story arcs like are big on him. I know there's that very famous cover of him and Captain America, like plastered on the front. I don't know what story arc that is.
Issue 350, baby.
What is it?
Issue 350 of the Captain America run. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Read that.
Yeah, I owned that back in the day. You actually have to go back probably like 12 or 15 issues because the U.S. government made Steve hand over the Captain America mantle and they gave it to John Walker. So there was a run there for a while where it was John Walker who was Captain America. And I love that they brought in his sidekick from the comic as well, Battlestar. I thought that was a very nice touch.
Yeah. He's doing a great job. And that's like, yeah, he's getting death threats. That unfortunately, that's something that comes with territory. I mean, back in the day, I remember when Breaking Bad was at its height, people were threatening the actress that plays Skyler. So
well,
it's like,
if you go back really far, you can remember during the time when the Star Wars prequels came out, how much crap Ahmed Best and Jake Lloyd were getting for their roles in the Phantom Menace. They took a lot of heat for that stuff. Although I'm not sure that they got death threats so much as a "you suck," you know.
Have you seen Jake Lloyd now?
Nah.
If you want to be sad, Google Jake Lloyd. Where is he now? And you'll see a couple mugshots and different things. It's brutal, man. Poor kid.
He's in a mental institution. He was in one of those for a while.
Messed up,
Very
man.
sad.
That's not fun.
Man,
How do you peak at 7 years old and then live your life?
Yeah. What's worse then? Is it worse for unhinged fans to destroy a person's life or to threaten them with death? What's worse?
Great question, Josh.
They both suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither are optimal.
Yeah, but I think ruining somebody like that is worse because you're messing with them mentally. He comes from, so it's Kurt Russell's son
Who's playing John
who
Walker?
plays John Walker.
Wyatt Russell.
So he's used to seeing how fame and all in the movie, you know what I mean? He's used to seeing how all of that plays out. And the article that I read, he's just taking it in stride. He's just like, you know what? That just means that I'm doing my job right if everybody's going this way. And I'm sure he also takes it up to a little bit with people talk big when they're, behind sitting in their basement typing on a computer screen.
Got some keyboard warriors in the house.
Plus, like, the consensus for the most part for WandaVision was that it was awesome. But you guys remember the first few episodes as the storyline was building, they took the time to develop the plot. They were crying out loud, "What is this I Love Lucy stuff?" And why are they in the Brady Bunch? I can't stand it, man. And then by the time, then people were singing a different tune by the time the whole thing went through. So I heard where this is going.
I even heard Tim Pool real early on, the independent journalist. He was bitching and moaning about how WandaVision sucked ass, in the first couple of episodes. And I think he turned around as it was going on through the season. So it was funny to watch those things.
Tim Cast IRL.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the dude. Like his stuff. All right, let's see. Where are we at?
I'm here.
Dune. Did we talk about Dune? We talked about Dune, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Sketches. Dun dun dun.
What you got?
This week.
I actually have something for
This
this
is
one.
an artist that we discussed. I'm not sure how recent it was, but we had discussed Art the Bear.
Nice.
X23 on an origin sketch cover. And
ooh, Simon Beasley.
Sick.
So
Nice.
sick. Give you $100 for that.
$2.98. You're gonna gladly pay me Tuesday.
What you got?
What?
I thought you said you had something.
I do. Mine's all from one particular artist. I like Mike Kunkel, who does a all ages thing called Hero Bear and the Kid, and he did a DC thing, a Shazam one too. So he did an original. I have a couple of sketches from him, but they're all of Hero Bear.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
But he also, I got a bunch of his art, but I just found it when I was cleaning up to pack. And then he also did some Marvel stuff too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome. That one's nice. They're all nice. That one's cool though.
This one's a print, but this one was obviously.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
That's cool.
Oh, boy. And then I have an original, like he did a page. So.
Oh,
But
nice.
Damn.
These guys got magic. It's like appearing.
But it's an all ages thing. I think Boom Studios put it out. put out the comic
Yeah, they-
series. It's like 3 or 4 different like mini series is how they did them. So I was all in. I got like the anniversary edition hardcover that's got all of the everything in one and all of his other books and stuff too that he's done.
And he's a super legit guy when you meet him in person. He's
He's
not one of
so
these
nice.
not one of these hoity-toity head in the clouds kind of guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's
Cool.
He's also the animator for the app Where's My Water, that little game that you can get. Yeah. It's like a little like app game thing. And he also worked for Nickelodeon for a while too.
Where's My Water? The alligator? Swampy?
Yes, that's it. He's the artist, he's the animator for that. And he also did something Parents on Nickelodeon. It was another cartoon, Fairly Odd Parents or something.
God, parents.
Odd parents.
Oh, yeah.
Odd parents.
So he does a lot of, he's got an animation studio. It's the Astonishing Factory. So yeah, but he's super, super nice, super generous. Actually, most of these ones I didn't have to pay for because I bought a couple of the variants that he had at the convention. And he's just like, here, take this one and this one. Oh, your husband likes Captain America, take this one. And he was really nice.
That's cool.
Oh, damn. Awesome.
Yeah. That's all I got this week.
That's awesome. No fire.
Anybody else got anything today?
Yeah, my kid did a kitty.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was it. Not worth anything.
We got this sick Wolverine by Chip Zdarsky.
nice.
That was pretty fun meeting him. He's always a good dude.
Yeah, he is. He's
Super
awesome.
solid, super funny, and just like a good hang. You can crack jokes with him, and he's a nice dude. So that was really cool getting him to put it in the book.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I've got Alan Davis, Joker.
Oh, that's dope.
Dang.
And then I've got Chris Burnham.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's
Were
cool.
those the 5-minute ones?
Yes, they were. 5 minutes each one.
So that's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Jose Hayton.
So
That's
5
awesome.
plus 5.
This many, but it's 10 buckets.
All right, let's see what else is going on right now. Let's see. We did Falcon, Pick of the Week, Godzilla versus. Hey, what do you guys? Anything cool on the docket for the comic books this week?
Yeah, man. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got? Speaking of Chip Zdarsky, the man, we've got a new Image book coming out called The Silver Coin, and it looks like some sort of like rock and roll zombie something or other. I don't know, but
Sounds like
it's got a
good
dude with a guitar on the cover, and it looks pretty gnarly. So I'm stoked for that. We also got the conclusion of The King in Black, Donny Cates and Stegman. So that'll be cool to see how that one wraps up. We liked the Beta Ray Bill last week. That was a bit of a tie-in. Jeff Johns, Gary Frank are doing Geiger. It's another new #1.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the nuclear fallout, right? Or yeah.
Yeah. So that looks cool. There's a Death by Life #1 coming out. I'm not sure how that one's going to be. It looks like it's death goes to war with God or something and loses and then has to like keep killing, but I don't know. It looks kind of wacky. Not sure if that'll be something we keep picking up, but #1, you got to try it. Could be. We'll see. And yeah, that's all that really caught my eye so far. But we'll see once we get to the stand.
We didn't really touch on Better Ray Bill.
Other than to fight over how you say beta and beta, and tomato and tomato.
No, there's no fight. There's no fight. There's just a lot of ignorance.
What the hell?
Well,
Daniel Warren Johnson kills it on that book. So.
And this was the last episode of Talking Shit with Josh.
whole point. We talk shit. So let's get it going. Think just because a guy reads comics, he can't start some shit?
The problem is that the person that's starting the shit doesn't read any comics anymore.
Yeah. Comics are for kids, lady.
Oh, I took a real talk behind that camera, man.
Anytime you want to meet me, son, Lavanderia. Let's go.
Lavanderia?
Nah, too many people record the fight and not do anything. It's like don't go there. They'll expect to see some blood. There ain't nobody calling the cops there, bro. It's not like in Brea or something. Oh my God, call the police. They're fighting. Yeah. Lavanderia, they're like, hey, chingalo, hey. A ver, let's get some blood.
Yeah, dude, the local hookers troll mine occasionally walk out with some dudes.
How do you know that, Josh?
Because I've seen it.
How do you know they're hookers?
Because they propositioned me in the laundry. For real. Like, hey, do you want
there, big
to
guy.
get
You
down?
need some help folding those boxers? Wow, those the front of those boxers are stretched out.
You need the house door?
Wait, is that why I don't do laundry with you anymore?
Oh, now you know.
I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Investigation.
Why are we wasting $100 on 2 loads? One's for me
No.
and one's for the wall.
It was 100 on one.
One of the loads is $99. The other one's $1.
Oh, that was a typo, honey. That's what you told me. That was just a dollar, not
Somebody's
100.
hacked our account at the Lavanderia.
You told me they all went to the credit card system. What is that? Those are gas withdrawals.
Oh,
my
man.
goodness.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Well, anything? What else we got going on? We still got 3 slots on the wheel.
I got
Oh,
this in the mail from Target.com. It's the Target exclusive Batman Beyond figure. Look at that.
How'd they do on the packaging? I
Oh,
heard
they
it's
did perfect. It was like Bubble Central in there.
nice.
I
I,
usually hate their shipping.
I can't wait to build that Batman's future end. It's dope.
Hey, speaking of Batman, did you see the new pre-order for the Batman cowl for Lego? Not Jason Lego, but Lego.
Oh,
The what one?
I did see that cowl.
Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
Really? Did you see the Venom as well?
I haven't seen the Venom yet.
They
Well,
dropped
Jose
Venom.
sent me a picture of it. I've seen a picture like from the website, but I haven't actually seen it.
And they also dropped the images for the Looney Tune mystery packs.
Gee,
Ooh.
Looney
I might
Tune
have to get
packs.
those.
No Pepe Le Pew, but El Señor Speedy Gonzalez is gonna be in there. Gonna be there.
I need 5 of those.
what about Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Unfortunately, he didn't make the cut.
He wasn't fast enough.
Despensa, Señor.
Yo, but I need Speedy for sure. No doubt.
That'll be in the
Sure.
Deadly series too. I'll make it.
For sure.
Just tell me that they have Foghorn Leghorn.
No. No Foghorn either. He'd be like a big figure. You need to be like a Hulk sized.
He'd be the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
I
In
want
my
a chicken hawk.
a little
Little
chicken
chicken.
size of like baby Grogu. Like
Yeah.
that'd be good for series 2.
There's so many good characters.
There is so many good characters.
in there.
What's his name? The red monster? Gromsmer or some shit.
Oh, Gossamer.
There we go. Gossamer. They could do a Hulk sized Gossamer too. That'd be awesome.
You should just do a whole series of like the giant sized ones. I'm sure that there's enough bigger characters that you could do that for.
Definitely.
I think it costs too much to make them though.
Please, you think that there isn't going to be enough people out there that are going to want these figures?
That's true.
I'm looking at 3 right now, possibly 4.
True.
Speaking of Looney Tunes, did any of you guys catch the trailer for Space Jam?
No.
You should have mentioned that earlier so we could have watched it and then talked about it. Good job, Jose. Good job doing your job.
What a better.
You need to do better.
It's looking like Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, I do, because isn't in the trailer? Don't they have Iron Giant in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did read something about that. There's a bunch of those guys that are from Warner Brothers that are in that movie that have nothing to do with the Looney Tunes or basketball, for that matter.
Yeah. So if people were upset with Pepe Le Pew, they're going to be really upset when they find out what Clockwork Orange is about. Because there's the dudes from Clockwork Orange in the cheer stands rooting on LeBron James.
Are you serious?
I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding.
All right, LeBron James.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is interesting.
I wonder if they're going to have some members of the Chinese Communist Party rooting for him too.
Hey, you know what? That's a good segue. I'm putting a Clockwork Orange on here. That's a good one, Jose.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Do it.
All I'm going to say is it kind of shows you how great Michael Jordan is, because he only had the Looney Tunes and LeBron James needs the freaking Iron Giant and everybody else. And it's like, okay, LeBron, trying to make yourself a GOAT. Jordan had, what's his name? Bill Murray and the guy from Jurassic Park as his backups. And you're trying to get the Iron Giant to beat the Goon Squad. End of discussion right there already. You're not the GOAT.
Speedy Zach. Is Speedy Zach a movie?
No, she's saying for me to get it. The Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay.
And we confused the great.
All right, we got 2 more spots, guys.
Put Speedy Zach on there. On the wheel.
That'll be for Isaac's Speedy tattoo.
Oh!
Oh, if it goes on there, Isaac gets a Slowpoke Rodriguez tattoo on his forehead.
On my forehead.
On your forehead. Yeah.
On my pal.
We have
All
that
right,
many
2 more
spots?
movies.
Tremors.
Evil Dead.
There you go.
Yeah. 1 or 2.
That's what we forgot to talk about.
Dawn of the Dead?
I was waiting for the great.
No, the Bruce Campbell potentially being in the new Doctor Strange movie
as Ash.
As Ash.
That would be pretty awesome.
So the question is it an April Fool's joke or not?
Well, you sent me
it on April Fools.
That list.
I saw Josh sharing it on social media a couple days later, but it was on April Fools that I first saw it.
Huh. I thought I remember seeing it before then, like a couple days before then, but I don't know. Well, I mean, it is Sam Raimi that's directing it. It has all the it has all the good earmarks for it. I mean, Sam Raimi, he's been in every movie he's done, you know, and it's not, you know, it's called, what is it? It's the
Disheveled Man.
No, yeah, and that's the thing is that when he was in Spider-Man,
the snooty
he was
usher.
the snooty usher is what they called him.
Yeah.
So he never is like an actual character. So it'll be interesting if they actually, I don't think they'll call him Ash, but they'll probably call him the Disheveled Man.
Yeah. Well, he was also the ringmaster in the first Spider-Man. And if you remember way back when Darkman came out, at the end of the movie, Bruce was Darkman with a new face. He was like looking up over the crowd back at the camera as Darkman was like making his escape through the crowd. But yeah, Bruce has been in all of Sam's movies.
I'm hopeful. It would be fun.
It would be great.
Well, I mean, there is precedent for Ash to be there because there was the Marvel Zombies versus Ash or something. They did a crossover.
Yeah, they did.
So it's not outside the realm of possibility for Ash to actually be in a Marvel movie.
Finally, something to look forward to.
There's news. We got a buddy in the group who's going to be getting a table to actually be a vendor at Comic-Con Revolution. Tell us about that, Mr. at Comic Cave.
Huh? Well, I'm just talking about getting it. It hasn't been set in stone, but
oh, it's not official? I thought you got it.
We're talking about it. So we'll see.
We're going to team up with Fuzzy?
No, Fuzzy will be teaming up with Scully Dude, and I'll be teaming up with Make Havoc. It'll be Caveman Comics, where he'll be comics and I'll be doing toys.
So the Fuzzy and the Fat Man, they're getting a divorce?
No, Fuzzy and the Scully Dude Joe for this party in December.
But isn't Make Havoc the Fat Man?
Yeah, but they're gonna be broken up for that weekend.
So you're gonna make like one of those '90s power bands? You be Temple of the Dog?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's not set in stone yet, but it's a good idea. So we'll see if it happens.
Audio Slave and Temple of the Dog at Comic-Con Revolution.
No,
there you have it, folks.
it wasn't it the Velvet Revolver?
That's one of them too. There's a bunch of them, right?
Audio Slave, Velvet Revolver, Chicken Fingers. I think one was.
Yeah.
No, Chicken Foot.
No, it's Chicken Fingers. You're talking.
I thought they're talking. Never mind.
Never mind. No, honey.
But yeah, we're talking about that. So we'll see if it happens. But that it's gonna be till December, so we got a long time, 9 months.
There's a little bit of time to go yet, huh?
Yeah.
Plenty of time for another couple of lockdowns.
Stop.
Yeah. Nothing is set in stone. Anything can happen with this regime.
It'll have to be something we come back for. We'll go to the convention to hang out.
That's fun. All right, let's take a look. The wheel is now full. We have got, starting with Fight Club, Dazed and Confused, Evil Dead, Princess Mononucleosis, Swimming with Sharks, Clash of the Titans, Duck Soup, Amores Perros, Eyes Wide Shut, Exorcist, Clockwork Orange, The Ten Commandments. This is Spinal Tap, Big Trouble in Little China, Tremors, and Ong Bak.
Can we take Eyes Wide Shut off and put V for Vendetta?
Sure.
I'm down.
Good call, man.
Which one's Eyes Wide Shut?
That's the one with Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise, and they did a very bad thing.
They boned live on camera for Roman Polanski or whoever the hell it was.
No, it was Stanley Kubrick.
Same thing.
Oh. What the hell? Them's fighting words. Lego's gonna come over and kick your ass for that one.
I probably have it coming from him anyway. So you get one free shot, sir.
That's all I need.
All right.
Spin the wheel.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. Ow. Respin. That hit my finger. Jeez.
The
What are you
hell,
Gotta get a new
Nate?
wheel.
Keep it together, dude.
Hitting the mouse. Oh, something.
Fuck.
Jeez.
How funny it ended up on Onblock for a change. And that was the last week the Wheel of Misfortune worked.
Gonna spin right out of that little holster.
Right? Something's going on with it.
There we go.
That's better. Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
That's
There
going
you
to be
go.
a fun one. We'll all have our eyes peeled for that one.
We'll have our eyes wide shut for that one.
My mask and singing the.
who's gonna host it?
Let's see what
Nate.
kind of cosplay that Isaac does for it.
Nate, so Nate gets
You know
to
what?
do it.
Let's see. What do we got? Yellow, red, green, blue. Pick a color, Liz.
Yellow.
Isaac.
Green.
Lego.
Red.
Okay, Josh or Jose, pick a color.
Purple.
Oh my
Jose's disqualified. Josh, you get blue.
All right.
This is for the host.
Oh, from the wheel. You need to be more specific.
Crap.
Red.
All right. I think Clockwork Orange and Lego go together pretty well.
I think so too.
It's
Make
like
it work.
peanut butter and chocolate. And
This should be a fun one, guys. This definitely opens up some avenues for discussion. It should be nice and heavy. I'll get some hard-hitting questions ready for you. Maybe we can talk about the milk bar. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, and the state I saw it in, I don't recall it especially well. So we'll see. We'll see what we think revisiting it. I'm pretty excited.
All right.
John says he thinks Lego will do good with the Kubrick flick, and I have to agree. I think this is right in Lego's
concur.
alley.
I've never seen this movie. I've seen parts of it, but I've never seen it. I read the book, but I've never seen the movie.
You would have read the book.
Sorry, I'm a
Would
reader.
have read the book. Did you read Fight Club too?
Yes,
Nerd.
this is true. I read Jurassic Park. I read Stardust, which I don't recommend. Stardust sucks. Watch the movie. It's the only time the movie's actually better than the book.
What about
I
Jurassic Park?
disagree with you on that, Liz. Sorry. That's
Yeah,
a 10
well,
out of 10 book right there.
I like the illustrated version of it with Charles Vess's art, but other than that, it can do a lot of things.
Are you saying that
Jurassic
Park
Park,
the movie is not better than the book?
the book was better, but not by much. For Jurassic Park, yeah. There's some stuff that they took out of the book that they ended up putting in like part 3 or something.
Later.
But Hunt for Red October. I read the book. I also don't recommend that. The movie's way better, unless you give two shits about every like nook and cranny and like rivet on a submarine, then I recommend it. Otherwise, it's stupid. watch the movie. Yeah, I've read them all. Sorry.
Nice.
So who was it that had recommended the new guy for us last week? Do you remember, Isaac?
That was Bree.
Bree. Is Bree here today?
I was just saying, she in the chat.
She's in the chat.
Bree, what did you do to us? That was so brutal. Like, if you're looking to hurt us in some way, mission accomplished. That was a rough movie. Let's let the chat catch up. See if you guys are watching this. What do you think of the awesome 2002 flick, The New Guy? Bree, what was your favorite scene, guys? Let's go through that real quick, just for Bree. Josh, what was your favorite scene of that movie?
Well, since this is talking I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there that this movie, I was totally deadpan for the movie until we get to the part where they take the midget tuba player and put him in the trash can upside down and roll him down the hill. And then he gets out and talks about how it's okay because his parents worked for the rodeo as clowns. And I was laughing so hard at that part. And the rest of the movie was slightly better after that point, but that was something else. I was dying.
One of the scenes that anybody liked in the movie. The other scene, the girl was in dancing. Liz brought that up in our episode.
Yeah, watch our review. It's pretty short.
Who put up Evil Dead?
Me.
May.
Hey.
Hey, good job being the goalkeeper on the wheel today, Isaac. You did a good job of making sure we didn't put stinkers on there because that'd have been rough. I can't handle 2 in a row.
Me neither.
We needed a palate cleanser.
I like to enjoy getting ready to watch the movies. I don't like seeing it like fighting it for the whole week to watch it and then finally watching it a minute before we shoot and it ends. I was watching it when I was eating dinner today before we shot, and I was just like, golly, this movie's terrible. So terrible.
Was anybody else thinking, man, I could have gotten cut up on Vince?
Xanadu.
You straight just cut out, Jose. You're like burger.
Xanadu.
Jose, good job. You guys made Jose leave.
He said his battery was low. He might have lost it. We did not kick Jose out. We love diversity on our show. Voice
Yeah,
is
we've already got
important
it
part.
covered with Isaac, so we're good.
Oh, dear Lord.
We're good.
Great. Wait, what was the
Awesome
question?
day.
Huh?
So anybody who's watching, if you want to talk crap about Jose on the stream, this is the time to do it. We'll read it live on the air.
So, with the medium that we're in right now, what do you guys think about the medium that we're in?
A medium? You have to
As an
remember
English major,
that it needs to have inclusion in the medium. Diversity and inclusion in the medium.
These keywords.
What are
Medium.
Medium.
Inclusion. Not medium as in like small,
psychics?
medium, and large.
No, I was thinking psychic.
John Padilla says, I watched this because of Jose. Oh, Jose's the homie, man.
Yeah, that's the movie with DJ Quells, James. What do you think of that movie? Only good thing about that movie is Elijah Dushku.
like the opening scene. That was probably my favorite. Stringy little white kid dancing to James Brown. Like, oh my God.
I wanted to watch
song too.
Sliders with Tony Hawk.
Yeah, dude, the Tony Hawk scene was the best. That was funny.
Sliders with Tony Hawk.
Yeah, the Ono brothers was awesome. They were pretty funny.
So we're watching it, and then Josh looks over at me and goes, "Wait, are there two of them?" And he gets like real close, and I was like, "Yeah, Jerry O'Connell."
Again, we were watching it on a phone like this big.
You know, he's a twin. He's like, "Oh, did you watch Sliders? They use them all the time in that."
No.
Sci-Fi Channel. It was dope.
Yeah, it was good.
I remember the show. I just don't remember watching it. Had John Rice Davies in it, right?
Yeah, and Car, you were?
Who's that?
Dude. Remote control? Right? Wasn't she remote control? I don't know. You have to look at it. These guys are too young to know who she is, probably. She was in Eight-Legged Freaks. The sheriff in Eight-Legged Freaks.
I think I only saw that movie one time. And I only saw it for that what's that guy's name? The black guy, the 7-Up guys, Orlando, isn't he?
Orlando
Jones, yeah.
Make 7-Up.
Make 7-Up yours.
I think Evolution would be a good one to see. You know what I watched today? I watched The Golden Child.
I want to see that again.
It wasn't good, man. Well, I don't know. I didn't really like it. The special effects weren't good. And all of Eddie Murphy's jokes seemed like very contrived. It was, there was some, I remember it being funnier than it was. I'll put it that way.
So Make Havoc wants me to tell a story of when he was taking comics from Jose at Frankensons. So when we first met Make Havoc, he would always come to me and talk to me about comics when we would be waiting at signings and stuff. And I thought he was a really cool guy. And Jose didn't like him because he was Jose and me go to Frank's, and we're going through some dollar comics of X-Men comics. And the guy puts the box in front of me, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to start going through them. And Jose's over here to my right, and Steve's behind us. Make Havoc's right behind us. And Jose doesn't notice, but as I start going through them, like I'm just skipping them, and Make Havoc's hands coming over and taking, oh, I want that, and I want that one, and I want that one. And Jose literally like this. He's so angry. And I'm like, dude, you gotta be faster than that. And he's like, fuck that guy, man. I hate that guy. It was so funny. Oh, he's a cool guy. He's like, no, man, the way he's taking comics from me, I don't like that. It was pretty good. Really good.
We went from that to sleeping in the same bed at Comic-Con. It was a true bromance story.
So what you're saying is we have to put a camera on Jose every time he goes somewhere for comic shopping, because there's always a story or an incident or a thing that happens every time he goes somewhere.
Yeah. Do when you go to Jose to any convention, make sure he buys his family stuff before the convention starts, because he will wait to the last minute when we're getting ready to leave the convention after being there for 5 days, that he needs to buy his family something at the last few minutes. Like, all right, guys, let's go. He's like, oh wait, I gotta buy my family some stuff. Hold on, guys. You guys all wait right here. Run the floor for fucking 2 hours.
Hey, but everything is 70% off by that time.
And we're all hungry too at this point.
I never told you to skip breakfast.
He told you to wait there while he got breakfast, so he was okay.
I'm gonna laugh just for the sake of laughing.
Up again.
You guys are freezing up again.
Oh, that's fun.
Good stuff. I can't wait till we go to the conventions again. We have good times.
Yep.
When's the next movie theater thing supposed to be?
We're gonna do Black Widow. July.
Is that, what did you say, July?
That's July.
Nobody wanted to do Mortal Kombat.
Who says we can't?
These guys.
I don't want to pay $8 for that.
I don't want to do Mortal Kombat. I'm good, man.
I was more of a Street Fighter guy too.
Remember how
What else?
happy with
13.
the trailer
Which trailer?
for that Mortal Kombat trailer? He's like, "Oh man, did you guys see that trailer? Looks so good," and we're all no. Kind of like how you are with Invincibles, and we're all no.
Yeah, Invincible's so good. You guys are missing out.
I'm waiting for Tekken.
I think you might be waiting for a while, bro.
But when it gets here, it'll be worth the wait.
Would you rather see, Liz, Tekken or Mortal Kombat?
That's a tough one. Probably Tekken, just because there's a leopard-headed fighter.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I know just enough to get by.
Josh
So-
wants to see Marvel versus Capcom.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you do a story off of that. That would be so contrived. It would be ridiculous. I still have fond memories, though, of the original Mortal Kombat movie with Christopher Lambert as Raiden. It was much better than the original Street Fighter movie that we got with Raul Julia as M. Bison. Oh my gosh!
And Jean-Claude Van Damme as Gayu.
Yeah, what the hell?
Not so fun fact. That was Raul Julia's last movie, and he
Yep.
died.
Heart
making
attack.
it.
What is it with the greats? What is it with the greats going out on a low note? You know, you have Raul Julia going out as M. Bison. You got Gene Kelly going out in Xanadu. And man, all the lows.
Carrie Fisher going out in The Last Jedi.
Oh.
Too soon, man.
Oh.
Too soon.
Oh.
Too soon. What's wrong with you?
Super Nintendo. Where you can play all day on your Super Nintendo. I think that's my favorite system of all time. That's the one where it got me to, well, it's the old system that I could still play and have a good time on. You ever try to play your PS1? It's horrible. But you could play like Super Mario 3 or any of those games from the Super Nintendo, and they still, the side scrollers, they're still solid. They still hold up.
I feel like that with pretty much all the Nintendo systems, man. They've all held up pretty damn well. The games are just a good time.
They do solid with their properties too. The Metroid, Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong. I think that falls in the Mario land, huh?
Mario Kart. That's
Yeah,
a good.
Mario Kart, Mario Party,
Smash Brothers.
Mario Tennis,
Smash
Mario
Brothers.
Racing.
Dr. Mario. That's a good one.
It's like Bubba Gump talking about shrimp with Mario.
And that's one we got to put on the wheel. Forrest Gump.
They were
Yeah.
my kids were asking me today when we're going to put Forrest Gump on the wheel. And I said, I'll nominate it once we get Ong Bak out of the way. But in the meantime, I'm on a mission.
That Ong Bak has been on the wheel since day one.
Right? Non-Bak. John says PS1 is still the best with classic Super Nintendo or classic NES behind, and Atari 5200 runner up. And man, I got Final Fantasy 7 and the original disc, because it's a collectible game and it was one of my favorites, if not my favorite game of all time when it came out. And I got a PS1 to try to play it, and it won't work on my TV. You have to have like an old TV to make your PS1 work. So, and just for that reason, I kind of disqualify PS1. Plus, when you play some of those games like Star Fox, like the polygons are just rough compared to.
Yeah, but can't you play that game on a PS2 because it was backwards compatible?
But it's still the polygons, the way the polygons are on my massive screens, it doesn't translate somehow. I have to go and find a janky TV, which I have one in the garage or something that I can hook it up into and play, but it just doesn't translate well.
That's why you can't play some of those original games with a gun, like Duck Hunt. You can't. They haven't found a way to actually, because the old guns would pick up the pixels a certain way, and they can't do it on the flat screens now.
Bree says Soul Calibur.
Oh,
That game was so dope. Soul Edge.
Yeah.
It was Soul Edge on PlayStation 1, and then when you unlocked the game, it became Soul Calibur. So dope. I used to be Lee Long with his nunchucks. Mata mata. Oh, that game was dope. It had like this foot stomp where you knock them on the ground, and if you knew how, you can chase them around, stomping on them until they died. If you played a noob who didn't know how to roll away from you, you could just knock them down and stomp them to death. I used to make my friends get so mad at me playing that game.
that was our favorite game to play.
Was it?
Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Josh, of course, was Siegfried all the time. A knight in shiny armor with a big old sword.
Well, that or in Soul Calibur 3, they had this giant executioner guy named Astaroth, and that guy would just mash the crap out of everything. It was incredible.
I can't remember my character
It was the pirate girl.
Yeah, where her like sword would turn into a whip.
Yeah.
That's why you like that's Rhode Island.
All right, hey guys, what's the hardest game you ever played? Or let's say you ever beat something that was super challenging, or was so challenging that you couldn't beat it and you really tried to do it.
Dude,
Mine
I
was
got
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
Battletoads, side-scrolling. We have a video of Miles playing that Battletoads, and he just like romped through it, and that game kicked my ass when I play. I don't know, man. That kid, he's in his room playing video games right now. He's like a freaking Rain Man with a controller, hiding in there with his hair growing, playing video games from all ages. He beat his first game when he was 2 years old. It was called The Shoot. It was one of those PS3 games, but when they had like when they were doing the controller with the little ball on top of it.
The View.
Like a gun.
Trying to think of
Lion.
Go ahead.
Isaac?
It was Lion King.
Lion King? I never
That
played
one was
it.
hard as fuck.
What made Lion King so hard?
It was a level that you just couldn't pass, and I never passed. I gave up and I threw the game away.
How high were you when you were playing this game? I had a lot of trouble at various spots with the game Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah.
But that game was so visually beautiful that I never wanted to give up. I just wanted to keep pressing on until I got there. But even now, going back to play it, there's still spots in that game where it's like, it's real rough and your timing has to be perfect. Otherwise, you're just not going to pull it off. So
they remastered it, Josh. Did you see that?
Yeah, I have the remastered one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's even in the remastered one, it's still rough, but it's a great game.
One of my all-time favorites, and I really wish that they would remaster it, was probably Metal Gear Solid.
The original?
Yeah.
I remember when Metal Gear wasn't even Solid, when it was just Metal Gear, and he had his janky robot arm.
Yeah. On Nintendo.
It had those Goonies 2 graphics.
I think mine was probably Kingdom Hearts. So that was one of the first, because I'm usually one of those like Lego, movie like kind of players and Tetris and stuff like that. And that was the first game I really played that was where you had a character. I never played the Final Fantasy games and all that stuff, but this had Disney and I was like, yep, that's for me. And I had to get used to the moving of the controllers. And yeah, there's some fights that I just look at Josh, you do it.
Like, no. The other thing too with that is that Liz is a completist.
Yeah.
She has to have every like little thing, every item, the finishing the story is secondary to having everything along the way. And so part of the difficulty with that game is trying to hunt down really rare and hard to acquire items. So
I tried doing Asylum.
What's that?
I tried doing that with the Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh.
It's just too much.
You should try doing that on Uncharted.
Uncharted so dope. Live action Indiana Jones. I love that game.
Yeah, Uncharted's good.
The
Narc
category.
on NES is super hard.
Oh yeah, we played Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo 3 we played.
That was.
It had some moments. They have a hardcore mode in that game where when you die, then that's it for that character. You don't get reloaded. And when I played hardcore on my own, it was cool. But when you play hardcore with a partner, not you, but bad news bears, man. If that partner doesn't have your back, you could just like kiss your character goodbye. That game is that was infuriating, and that didn't make me want to quit the game. That made me want to quit a friendship. Because I had to keep telling the guy, I'm like, what kind of an asshole are you that you're just like off running around? You don't even have my back, friggin' douche.
Uncharted crushing difficulties are nuts, though, says John Steiner. The Uncharted easy is hard sometimes, man. I just like running through it and getting the story. I don't got time to keep on playing anymore. I was just talking with Miles about he wanted me to play a game with him, and I was like, man, you know how busy I am? Like, I wish they would just like have the shooter games have the exact same controls as another game. So I don't have to start by spending 10 hours learning how to get my motor skills in order to play this game properly. Where this one used to be jump and this one used to be crouch. Like, why do we got to reset that every time? Why don't we just have a standard thing so I can jump story to story? Now I have to do that stupid relearning how to jump and crouch and do all those other things again. To get more money? Wouldn't you save money by keeping the operating
Just
system?
change your controls, boomer.
I was gonna say, can't you?
God, there's an options button.
I was gonna say, I thought you can do that. I know, like with Kingdom Hearts, you can control like what button does what for you if you're used to it.
That must be like I gave up on the controls since before that. I think the last games I was playing was I played Uncharted 4 and I played like Final Fantasy 15, but still, like Final Fantasy, those are the games I usually play. You can't. It's not like it's not the same. they reworked the entire play system, the entire fighting system. You can't just change the buttons. Maybe with Mario Lego, but that was Final Fantasy.
Go turn on whatever system is plugged in, and I guarantee that if you push the fucking start button, it's gonna give you the option.
Have you played an RPG?
Yes, dude.
The
All of
original
them.
fantasy games, you didn't even punch. You selected punch on the screen and waited, then he went and did it, and then came back and got it fine again. There's not a button for that.
Oh man.
Look, I'm an idiot when it comes to video games. Like I said, these guys, I play Lego and like Tetris, and the most difficult was Kingdom Hearts, and I knew you could go in and optimize your controller. And I'm a fucking moron when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, I guess you're not.
What was that, Isaac?
Yeah, I think we passed our internet on to you.
Oh man.
Oh,
That right there was funnier than a midget in a barrel, man. I'm telling you.
oh my god. Yeah.
Good times. Clockwork Orange. Have you guys all seen that?
I've seen it one time,
No.
like 20 years ago.
Didn't we already establish this? I hadn't seen it. I have only read the books, and then we got on a rant about me reading books and not watching movies.
What about Jose?
He's gone, dude.
We lost him.
No, I watched it once.
He's back.
Sorry, it's because my back gets uncomfortable because I have the phone plugged into the wall on the side, so I have to put it down and stand up and stretch and then sit back down.
You need a tripod, dude.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not the tripod. The phone's dead. The phone died.
Get a cord.
His cord charges like this long. He has to sit on the floor.
The kids took all the other ones and I can't freaking find them, so I only have the small short ones.
He's like this. So guys,
I'm literally next to the wall, dude.
He's reliving his convention date where your phone dies and you have to like sit up against the wall, like while your
Trouble.
phone
His dad put
charges.
him in the corner. He's sneaking on the phone.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. We still got a decent amount of people watching, but I don't got shit to say anymore. Anybody else got anything else they want to add to this?
I don't
I don't know, 11 something.
Oh, we can't make it to midnight?
I don't know. Can we? What does that say?
No, it's
11:33.
because then you guys can all be the first people to wish Josh a happy birthday tomorrow.
Oh, it's your birthday?
oh, it's your birthday?
It will be, yeah.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
So I am the oldest one, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
I will officially complete my 46th year tomorrow. So
Nice.
Fucking old, dude.
she likes to razz me for it. Because she's got 11 weeks while she gets to be younger than me.
John
11
says
weeks,
3.
11 weeks to the day. I was born on a Sunday and she was born 11 weeks later on a Sunday.
Damn.
I like older men.
Oh, fun
Yeah.
times.
Got a
It's
happy
funny.
birthday from Maribel, a happy birthday from Make Havoc, Kitty K, and John Padilla and Bree have all
Thank
said
you
happy.
all very much. Thank you all very much. It was an insignificant day. My birthday is actually more better known as being the founding day for the Mormon Church. So you should pay your respects there.
Oh yeah, get a second wife.
That's right. We don't have room.
That's true.
It'll be one of his keys. Like this key is wife one. This key is wife number
Right.
2. The first appearance of Sonia.
And I can hardly handle this lady alone. I can't imagine a second one. Good Lord.
Dude, me and my wife watched this family that's a polygamous, and this dude's like running around like house to house, these different wives, and it's like, dude, how the hell does this guy do that, dude? It's wild shit.
He's got the right attitude.
He has that can-do attitude.
No gracias.
Hey,
You
it's
can
like
do both.
the end of The New Guy. What did David Hasselhoff say about what guys will do for that thing?
Oh, that's right.
I forgot he was in that. That was like a cameo for everybody.
Hasselhoff was in this?
Yeah, you have to watch to the very end. That's who he's talking to at the prison. Like on the phone?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't know.
It was quick though. If you were falling asleep during that part, you would have missed it.
Yeah, it was at the very end. So he's like, I'm done.
Yeah, you need to pay the guy some respect. He's the mayor of Funner. Right? Down in,
That's not like a real thing.
I know, but it's part of their commercials
Okay,
for the
just making
casino.
sure because you are getting older.
Oh, Isaac just got rolled. Maribel said he didn't even finish the movie.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I just didn't pay attention to the end. Like after they beat up the bullies in the concert, I was just like, okay, the movie's over, right? It's all right. It's over.
It's okay. You got out unscathed.
Right. There wasn't much after that.
Yeah, Bree, the new guy.
Thanks again, Bree.
Crazy. We're gonna need a palate cleanser for a comedy. Usually, we use
that's
comedy as our palate cleanser.
Right. That's an
I
achievement.
wonder what's gonna cleanse our palate from A Clockwork Orange. Holy moly! Bleach.
I'm putting the Endless Summer out there. That's always a feel good one. Everybody likes summer, warm weather.
No.
You could throw a theme out there, just be like sad movies, and we'll start with Old Yeller.
My God.
That's a good thing. What's the last time? Here's a good question. What's the last time when you watched a movie where you actually shed a tear? What movie was that?
Last Jedi. Actually, the last Star Wars movie, I was just like, God, why?
Those are tears of joy because you knew it was the last one.
No.
Why? Why did I have to sit through that as well? Why'd I do it?
Seriously?
No. I'm trying to what movie.
Last time I shed a tear was V for Vendetta. That scene where she's talking about roses gets me every freaking time I watch that movie. Every time.
I cried during that movie too. Like, oh, that's not the last one. I cried everything. Anytime like something gets emotional, I'm a total chick when it comes to stuff like that. The music starts playing, everybody starts doing, and I have to like pretend I'm not crying, just dust, it's cat hair.
It was
every time.
it was
Every time.
Soul. The
What-
Disney
What?
Oh,
Soul.
Oh, Soul.
I haven't seen that one yet.
What about you,
Part
Dave?
made you cry.
Oh,
And
I think
I
it was
think
when
that-
Mufasa died.
Mufasa?
When Mufasa died, I was a wreck. It's been a
I think
while.
that got a lot of people, I think.
I'm about ready to cry right now thinking about it.
the other one that got me was the one with the two brothers, the mystical one.
Oh, Onward.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one got me too.
the very
that's so
the
good.
brother, and he realizes that the journey was with his brother, and that he was the one that was protecting him, and he had like the father figure, but his brother didn't.
Yeah,
That one hurt.
yeah. I watched that one with Itzel, so it got me.
Trying to
It was a really nice song. It goes along with it.
The last movie I cried out was Princess and the Frog when Ray gets squished.
Oh yeah, or
No.
Damn.
or Inside Out when Bing Bong goes.
Uh,
He sacrifices himself for her.
John Padilla says Step Brothers made him cry.
Was it when they wrecked the boat during Boats and Hose?
Right.
what about you? I think I know the answer, but
Yeah, the last time I actually shed a tear for a movie, and you have to understand that I hadn't read the book yet, so I didn't know what was coming. But it was the Fellowship of the Ring when Gandalf falls off the bridge in Moria. I literally was overcome with like terror. I'm like, what the fuck are they gonna do without Gandalf? These dumb schmucks are gonna be just wandering around this world with like no way to like get there because Gandalf is gone. Because it was like this high moment, right? He defeats the Balrog, and you're like, oh, they did it! I can't believe it. And then he gets whipped off, and you're like,
yeah, he
That's a
cried.
dope effect,
the
man.
second movie is the best beginning of any movie ever. What?
Did we freeze up again?
I don't know. Did we? Oh yeah.
It's kind of when you were saying this, like when you said Gandalf started falling, it started going. You're all Robo Chewy.
Yeah, John called you out.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was the last time you cried.
What's this?
Oh, so fucking funny.
I heard a rumor that Josh cried in the Ewan McGregor Pooh movie. I got emotional.
I'm crying right now.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was good.
Frozen. We can watch ourselves. Whatever.
Saving Private Ryan. I accidentally put Saving Ryan's Privates in the search. I got a different movie.
Yeah, I was looking for Ewan McGregor's Pooh as well, and I got Ewan McGregor's Pooh. I think I let's fast forward to Train Spotting.
Oh man. Oh wow. That there's funny. I don't care who you are. That was good. I haven't laughed like that in a minute. Ooh, that was a good one. That Latino community internet, man. It never lets you down. Oh goodness. All right. Eight on now. We still got Maribel, Make Havoc, John, Kitty K, and maybe Bree.
And we
What else
keep
we got, guys?
and out. Jose keeps coming in, going out, in and out.
Kitty case here too still. All right. Anybody, anything? How was your Easter?
Nope.
All right. Well, that was a good question.
That's fantastic.
Ours was early.
Egg-tastic.
You guys did the
All right.
sunrise service.
Yeah, 6:30.
Fun times.
The service was great. It's an early service.
Yeah, early isn't top of the world. I went on Easter morning to go make sure my car wasn't stolen through the night. And then I went and did some last minute egg basket making because my kids were still out. So I got home late from Godzilla and still had to do daddy stuff. How's it going, Jose?
Jose's in the chat now.
Trying to multitask, get us another viewer.
Yo.
In and out.
So when are we going to do our first game night?
Yeah, we should set that up. Let's get that going.
I'm off on Sundays and Mondays.
I was thinking maybe we could do like one of our late to the parties. We can just all record it together. And then do our game night that night.
Oh, you
That's
mean
true.
like do it in one spot?
Right, right.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we don't have to explain to our families a different day that we're missing.
Definitely.
That's our advantage. Because we would do it together. We don't have to worry about any other yokels that would be griping about it.
Sorry. Honey, can I go? Yeah. Honey, can I go? Yeah. All right, let's go.
Things are cool, but I already
And then
spent enough
Josh
time
forgets
with
the
my
game.
work and all my crazy hobbies. And
No, I get it. You guys have the families. We just have each other. So it's what we can go wherever.
Jose,
Yes.
that actually happened. The last time we went to Tennessee, I brought along one of my best games with me, but it's one of those games that comes in multiple boxes, and I forgot the main box, so the game couldn't be played at all. I actually had to have John come over to our place, pick it up, and ship it over to Tennessee for us, so we could get it. We got it like 2 days later, so we could actually play it. But I was so pissed, man.
It's gonna be like, all right, Josh, don't forget the games. Damn
We
it,
were
I
there
forgot
for
the
2
dice.
So, well, what
Right.
Monday?
worst game. What's the worst game you've ever played on as far as video games goes?
I don't know. I don't play everything I play. I like because I'm very specific about the stuff that I play.
There was a system called a TurboGrafx 16, and they had a generic version of Street Fighter 1 called Fighting Street, and they tried to synthesize the voices, and it was just so bad that it just sounded like vibrating buzzing as people's voice. It was just horrible. And that was when it came out, we were all excited for the TurboGrafx 16 because that was like the new thing that was supposed to take over and totally died. But my buddy's older brother I got TurboGrafx 16 because I have a job at Lucky's putting the carts together. Like, oh wow, that's so cool. You're awesome. You have a job. I'm only 11. He got that system. He was all braggadocious about it, and it sucked. And we're all, yeah, you're a loser. You're older than us, but it doesn't matter. And we never hung out with him to this day.
Jose says his worst game was Dino Crisis 4?
Oh yeah, that game sucked. I agree, Jose. Dude, that guy knows video games.
This is like the second time that Jose Vargas has ever commented on one of our videos.
Yeah, it's weird. But you never see us in the same room, do you? Do you ever see Kid Koopy and Jose Vargas in the same room? Yeah, but Dino Crisis 4 sucked. By that time, if you guys aren't familiar with Dino Crisis, it was like Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs on steroids. It was awesome. It was a crap load of fun. And by the time they got to the fourth one, I believe, they ran out of ideas. So they went into space. Yeah, dinosaurs in space. And it lost all of its appeal. It lost all of its, yeah, it sucked.
There was a PlayStation 1 game called Jedi Power Battles. And it was based on the Phantom Menace. And it was, you could play 5 different Jedi. It was Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Plo Koon, Adi-Gallia, and Mace Windu. And they all had different like attack styles and different powers and stuff like that. It's a really solid concept. But the thing that sucked about it was the camera angle. The camera was fixed at this one angle, and there were so many parts where you couldn't line up your attacks correctly, where you couldn't make the jumps correctly. It was awful. Awful.
There was a game on NES called Solstice, and the perspective was jacked up. And I used to get the controller, and instead of holding it like this, I would hold it like this because it would make sense the way the map was. I'd have to hold the controller sideways. It looked like it would have been cool too. I actually bought it. I have it here on one of my throwback systems just because it pissed me off, and I want to try to give it the old college try and maybe see if Miles could beat it, because like I said, that fool's a savant. But I couldn't even keep it on long enough to let him have a try. I was too pissed and turned it off. Worst video game ending ever. God of War 3. Phenomenal game, probably 210. But the end was worst ending ever.
Oh, dude. The latest Metal Gear, the Phantom Pain, that was the worst, dude. That left a sour taste in my mouth. There was no ending.
Well, Hideo Kojima had already left by that time.
Yeah.
He had been rolled out by that time, so he never got to complete it the way he wanted it to.
It was just his the game it was like JP finishing up that game on
Demonic
boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was a good one. And what was the big difference between that movie and this movie that we saw? That was just so much more genuine laughs.
Clever, funny. It wasn't
contrived.
Yeah, it was original. It had its own thing going. He had the weirdo, but he was a weirdo, and it was funny because thought he was super cool, but he was a weirdo.
And he was dressed like Neo.
You would like techno music if you had robot ears.
See, I've often wondered with that movie, because it seems like that's one of those kind of films where a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the jokes that are being made are kind of like off the cuff. It's all what do you call it? Like ad-libbed. You know what I mean? And so I wonder, like, when that actor who played JP, when he came in and did like his scenes, was that in the script that he was supposed to make robot sounds, or did the actor just come in with that and it like won the day? You know, I wonder.
We need to find a screenplay for it from one of the actors, see if they'll sell it to us on eBay. See what it has. JP, it's robot noise.
Let's see what else. Tucker and Dale. Dale kind of had that funky comedy vibe.
But that was funny because it was a scary movie vibe, but it was comedy. Like they're explaining why are the kids thinking I'm crazy? Hey, college kids.
Like we actually doozy of a day, officer. College kids are killing themselves all over my property. Oh man. He just hooked himself in a wood chipper.
You gotta go back.
One. Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
The most British guy playing the most redneck character. It's good times. I have to watch that again.
Ooh, how are you on? We got, what are we, like 39 movies now? Late to the party. We're getting close to our 3/4 of a year. Quite a few. 36 episodes.
Nice.
Was today 36 or are we on 36?
36 have been completed. I guess today that we filmed was 37.
The plan for our anniversary-ish episode.
It's gotta be a revisiting Tucker and Dale.
There you go.
Or pick of the year.
A live watch party.
No, it has to be. It has to be a revisit of the Holy Mountain. That's what it has to be.
Oh God.
Hey Isaac, I like that watch party idea. Maybe we can organize it. I think most of the people who are doing the live stream, they're local. Come up with a day if everybody wants to try to go. We can try to do it all together, do a live show from there. Late to the party live with a studio audience.
Only if we have canned laughs.
Yeah, we need a laugh
do that.
Yeah.
Edits are powerful, my friend.
The applause and everything.
I can do it. I could take it from like old episodes of The Honeymooners.
Hey, look, if they can do it for WandaVision, we can do it for us.
Yeah, Family Guy's got that skit with famous laugh tracks of the 80s. You just grab those and you're good to go.
But only if we can do it in black and white.
That's easy, see? Man. You never take me alive. You know,
that one ended,
Isaac
right?
starts talking about the Hardy Boys.
That one ended, right? That Terry Dodson book.
Some nice Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys meeting together and solving a mystery.
Where are you going with those pies, boys?
Classic.
Yeah, let's watch that for our year anniversary.
Oh,
wow. Killer Clowns.
Looking
no, if we're gonna have a live studio audience, we're having a live studio audience. We should just do Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh,
we would have to do whatever they're showing at the theater that's old.
Damn it.
They have like a handful that they show. We don't have too much of a choice in it. I think last time we were going to try to do that before. It was going to be like, what, Back to the Future or something? I think
so.
Sounds right.
But I mean, whatever they're playing that's older. I know that a few months ago we went and
There's
saw
that theater
Return
in
of the
downtown
Jedi.
Santa Ana.
What are they playing there, Jose?
The Frida, they play all types of old movies.
Yeah.
You have to like have your eyebrows connecting to see them.
Nice, very nice, classy.
I actually have to shave them off.
You're gonna rip on him when you're talking about midgets and barrels.
What's the name of the show?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking shit.
Success.
All right.
All right.
I think I'm spent. I think we've talked about everything we can. I still challenge everybody to have something in the at least one topic in the can for next time. We can try to keep this show going to the ones who are watching. If we're
Josh,
Thank
happy
you, sir.
birthday, old bastard.
Yeah, you fucking boomer.
All right. Let's finish this off with the 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Josh.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You guys are all off key. Horrible. Horrible, really.
Oh,
My friend Josh, he's turning 55, and you guys can't do this right.
right.
It's pretty freaking rude, man.
you get that senior discount now at all the restaurants.
Yeah, I've been having it for 2 weeks. It's amazing.
If only. If only. The problem is none of the restaurants will let you go in without a freaking face mask.
Okay, and it's a wrap.
They let you in with the mask, but then you could take it off at your table.
Yeah, what's the point?
Just got to play
You
games.
get in.
No, I don't play those kind of games. I play these kind of games. The fun ones. For the rest of them, it's deuces.
All right. With that being said, you guys have a good night. You have a good day.
Thank
you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys.
See y'all tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
You guys
Laters.
late.